who have you heard lately? Anybody you're listening to now, young and up and coming? Anybody turning you on in New Orleans or anywhere else that you can turn our viewers on to?
A guitar player or?
Just anybody in music. Guitar players would be great.
Thank you. There's a band in New Orleans, but it's more pop, but they're doing it very strongly. It's called My Name is John Michael. They're interesting. They're banging on, you know, cans and stuff. They don't have a regular drum kit. They're like, you know what I mean? They just set up really interestingly. Plays trumpet, stand-up organ. It's a very sort of I don't even know what it is. That's what's cool about it. I don't know what it is.
Cool. We'll check them out.
Big melodies, more like a Coldplay kind of singing, like longer, larger things, but cool. That's one young, they're like in their early 20s, you know what I mean? So that's pretty interesting.
One of the things that's amazing about New Orleans music is the generational aspect. We have these families and these musicians. The Nevilles obviously come to mind, where they're like grandkids now of the Neville brothers that are making music. And,
absolutely.
And
Trombone Shorty is another. The Andrews family.
The Andrews family, right?
Yeah, Trombone Shorty is one of those. He's doing real well right now too.
Cool. Some of your songwriting skills and ideas and background. You're such a great writer.
Oh, thank you.
And your new record has some beautiful tunes on it. You've written some hit songs for people like Tim McGraw. And a lot of the guitar players out there that are watching maybe are just getting into writing or doing a fair amount of writing and maybe looking for some insight into you know, finding inspiration or songwriting methods. I just wanted to see if you had any advice or just speaking from your own experience in writing. I know it's a pretty vague question, but
it's a little big.
Do you sit? I mean, in terms of guitar ideas, for examples for songs.
All right, here's a good one that I use if I do these songwriting seminars or something. You know, whatever you call it, showcase. What do you call this?
Like a guitar clinic.
Clinic, right? A guitar clinic or a songwriting clinic. What I do bring up is the use of different keys. That I can't state enough about when I write, because the key is everything. It's literally the key to unlocking a song. A lot of people will start, you know, they have their guitar, they play in G, C, they do the thing, whatever, or you're into something. You just use a capo, you can use the same position if you're just comfortable. Just use that capo. It's written probably 80% of my songs is me changing keys. Literally, because it rings so different. Yeah, I mean, in C, you gotta have the capo.
Right. So just moving around.
That's it. There's a certain tempo when I want to change. Oh, now and then, right as a certain. Not a tempo. Don't you say you hear the difference?
Yeah.
In how where it's going.
Different mood.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So your lyrics will change, hopefulness, love song, it changes everything. So that would be a big advice. Just move up around with the keys. Make yourself sing like way up there, higher than you can, and then see what comes out of that. And then whisper some lyrics or some attempts to write. I think I have experienced a lot of different cultures. I do think so, and it's probably helped. I mean, the one thing it might have helped is that I don't really perceive borders and definition as much, probably. I don't look at another country as a very alien thing, you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of men and women around the world trying to, you know, get along from time to time. And music is probably the best way to do that, as far as I've seen, to be honest with you. Music always seemed to just lock in. You know what I mean? People, no matter where I've been, as soon as music came out, we start jamming, you know, playing and some cave in Greece. Everything was just like, I mean, literally, I played in a cave in Matala on Crete. And all of a sudden, there's people from all around, backpackers, locals, drinking wine, singing, having the best time, like we've always known each other.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, you know what I mean? In Egypt, saw the same stuff there. In Sudan. And it's no different from seeing people somewhere in, you know, rural Mississippi or Arkansas. It's very similar.
Yeah.
You know, or south side of Chicago. It's
yeah. I just got back from 2 weeks in Europe, and as soon as you start playing, there's that connection.
Yeah.
It's an old cliche, but it's like the universal language of music. It's really true.
Is. It's 12 notes, and we all just sing slightly differently.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, Anders, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great show.
Yeah.